everyone. Welcome to Immuno-Chat. I'm Mary Day, and I'm so excited for tonight. And I actually forgot to get up our slides for our product of the month. Give me one second. Hello, Dr. Scholcoff. It's so great to see you tonight. Such an honor. But before we get to the good stuff, I want to let you guys know that we have some amazing promotions this month. We have for the US and Canada. Give me one second. I should have pulled this up. I actually was looking at pictures from our amazing trip to Ava Resort in Cancun, where our consultants can go and have an incentive trip, which is absolutely incredible. So I want to show you a little bit of our incentives. Here we go. So what we have this month is absolutely incredible because we're in July, and that is like the meat of the summer. We are looking for weight management and we are looking for energy because the sun is up for longer. We have Shake It Up, which is an incredible product, 90 calories and 20 grams of protein. And that is absolutely incredible with a protein shake. And then our Extra Sharp, which is the best thing. If you love your energy drinks, this will beat it every single time, and it's better for you. And then of course our other flavors with our booster, which is also like an energy drink. It's my boyfriend's favorite. He absolutely loves it. But all of these things work in conjunction with our best product, Immuno-Cal. That is the US. Oh, whoops. And then there was Canada. You just got to see that for a second. So let's put that back. Sorry, you'd think this was my first day. That's Canada. So you guys have an opportunity to get these products at a great, great price. And I would highly, highly suggest that you do that. But really, we are here tonight to hear from this amazing man, Dr. Edurado Scholcoff. And I want to be able to introduce him properly because he has accomplished a lot in his life so far. He has been with Immunotech for years, since 2016. He is a former associate professor of clinical family medicine at Northwestern University in Chicago, Illinois, and a former director of the Maternal and Child Division in Chicago, Illinois. And we are absolutely honored to hear from this man tonight, hear about his experiences with Immuno-Cal, our product, what it has done for him personally and his family, and also his patients, and what that has meant in his life. Dr. Scholcoff, welcome tonight to Immuno-Chat. How are you? Oh, you're muted, my friend. We absolutely need to hear your voice.
Then thank you very much for inviting me. I'm very glad to try to develop really what is the States and Canada market that is a very, very important market that we will conquer before the end of the year. Do you hear me?
Yes, we absolutely hear you. Sorry, I was muted. I always worry about my dogs. Yes, absolutely. And we are the countries that need the most help with immune health and all of those things. So you, as a physician, how did you find Immunotech? How did you find our product? Who introduced you, and what did you think about that? Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, you know that I was the director of maternal child health at Cook County Hospital. At that time, I started knowing Rosophelia. I started dating Rosophelia, and at that time, she told me about the Immuno-Cal. Imagine myself, like you, somebody that has the highest academic achievement in the hospital, for any Hispanic, and somebody that do not have any degrees. We normally say, well, most probably this is a mix of herbs that has been in the market and has been grandfathering, your grandmother, your grandfather, used to use whatsoever, Istila, or any of the big um, hundreds of herbs that we advertise. And then I start looking at the product at Immunocal. Basically, at that time, I was only interested in Immunocal, and after reviewing all the medical data, especially the PubMed, the all the 23 studies that is in the PDR, start thinking, and if this is true, why I didn't know this has been in the market in Canada since 1996 and in the States since 1997. Do you imagine how many kids I will help with their chemotherapy, or people that I will help with their fatty liver or with their COPD? in the in the PDR, it says that you use it for many things. Then what I start doing it is I contact several people. One was Jimmy Gutman, the other one was people in Mexico, my Dr. Ricardo. They send me their input, and most they send me their photos, not their photos, the testimonies that I still have them. Then I decide to associate myself at the end of September in 2016, and I start using it. You imagine the black sheep using these kind of powders in an allopathic setting like Northwestern or like Cook County, but they work. Then what happened, more and more people will flow to my clinics, and including the clinics that I used to supervise. Here, Cook County has 16 clinics. It's around the county. The county is very big, has all Chicago, part of the suburbs. Then what happened is I start having patients when I do not have to, because the residents have to have the patients, but the patients will go to see if I can help them in the Parkinson's disease, in this and that. Then that's the way I start moving. And I still working. I was still working when I got to the diamond level at 6 months. I used to call my patients and say, I used to teach wound care. I used to be also the person that developed residents to go very far away. Most of the residents that I train, they go to counties where there's no pediatrician, no obstetrician. They do C-sections, they do the deliveries, they do colposcopies. Then what happened is I start being the black sheep, but I start seeing things that I never saw. Means imagine, now we have the patent, but at that time you will give this to an autistic kid, and the mother thought that you were God that came, and she already consulted the pediatrician, the neuropediatrics, and so on, and she didn't have any result. Then when you will give Immunocal, all of a sudden the kid will start getting better, and you will start 2, 3 from the same school. Then that was the way. In 2016, I got diamond very quick, 6 months. But in 2017, I used to work like 17, 18 hours because I didn't stop being the director of maternal child. Then I used to use Saturdays and Sundays for both things. Then I didn't stop. Then I have to make a decision where I will go. And at that time, I was 66. And I decided to devote myself to Immunocat. Then I resigned at the first of January of 2018. And I decided to do it by myself. And at that time, there was no professional healthcare professional websites. There were no um, talks about healthcare professionals in different parts of the country. And I was already a diamond, then I started, and in 3 months, I was um, executive diamond in March 2018. Then that was more or less what the first 2 years or year and a half of my life there. It was much better. I was able, the freedom is something that we do not know about. We are doctors, we work, and if we have to do surgery at 7 and you work 5:30 and then you go to your clinic, then I decide to relax a little my life, and it's a life that you start learning, yeah, because we normally do not go to a restaurant to have lunch. In America, what do you do at lunch? You work, correct? You meet with the director of the hospital, you meet with the director of nursing, and so on. Then I did have a lot of new friends and so on. Starting when I was an executive diamond, I started developing things for teaching, for learning how people that are goals or above has to develop, how to develop the team a little more in what my business was. I'm a teacher. Before being a doctor, I was a teacher. Then that was more or less the combination.
Sorry about that. I lost my button. That is absolutely incredible. And to hear from such an accomplished teacher, professor, educator, practitioner, it's an absolutely beautiful thing to hear that you found this product, you read the research, and it meant something to you. Can you tell us a little bit about your personal experience with Immuno-Cal, what you've seen it do for you personally, and then those that are close to you?
Well, I was the one who presented Optimizer. Imagine Dr. Jimmy Gutman that give me that, and I presented. But imagine how many papers I got to read to be able to present it. Yes, you know Jimmy Gutman. He is a very, very, very nice person and very peculiar fellow. Then when you ask him, what do you think that I have to talk about? Then he send you by mail, yes, uh, 55 papers about what John Hopkins did with sulforaphane and how they developed the optimizer. At that time, there was only the optimizer green. Then I got somewhat in love with that because I used to use it a lot to optimize the Immuno-Cal, and I start using some other products. I started using Extra Sharp. I started using the calcium that I think that probably is the best calcium, a little expensive in comparison. You know that I have been in academic medicine, then we have all these studies about calcium and so on, and we use calcium from other sources. Then this is a calcium that is very peculiar. You do not have stomach upset, hormones do not get attached that easy to this calcium. Then I start getting other things, but my love is in Immuno-Cal. Moreover, I think that sooner or later we will have to change the Immuno-Cal sport to Immuno-Cal cardiology. And this is a product that Jimmy Gutman has the intelligence to do a product for, but I use it for my cardio patient when they still call me because it's very good. Then I would say, I do not use too much the orange optimizer, but I use the lemon one that is pretty good for me. Then what I have? Well, do you want me to show you some wounds that, wounds that you have to amputate people, and you get not to amputate because you have Immun-Chat. I used to use it a lot, and in 2020, it got my break with the COVID. I really I got in touch with a lot of people from Colombia, a lot of people that do other integrative medicine, and we get a very nice community of people to help your father that was not able to go to the wound care center, your mother that will not go to the diabetic center because everybody was busy doing COVID. Then also we did several studies in COVID and platinum. We have people that we are going to this first glutathione symposium in Colombia, and we work with Dr. Arias, with Dr. Guerrero, in how to improve people that were, in the verge of dying from COVID. And we did a lot of good things, including with people in Spain, that they are very good for integrative medicine. Then we put together a lot of people, and we did a lot of webinars in how to care for your wound if you are not able to go to the wound care center. Then, I think that Immun-Chat today is the best health product in the world. And we are still, we told Mauricio that we will conquer the United States and Canada because most probably is the place where most people will benefit. Do you imagine, means we are increasing the number of breast cancers in the United States, most probably because of what we eat and our overweight, then imagine trying to change a little this kind of things. Then I'm more in that side, including some things that I want to develop in the market that I think that will help a lot, like develop the Poland community, develop the Serbian community, develop the Korean community, that they have millions of people that we have to be able to get to them. And I do not know if you saw the new Samsung Galaxy, that you talk in English and it translates to Chinese on the other side of the screen. Then I talk to my screen and you see the same in Chinese, in Serbian, in whatsoever. Then I will, for the people that are already associates, there is a lot of things that Immunotech is developing that we have somewhat the obligation to get to that communities that has a lot of problems. Endogenous depression, very common in the Poland community and so on. Then that's what I'm today. I'm today more in trying to tell everybody that the way of getting to all the population, as Dr. Bruno says, is to do the business part. And if you know somebody from a autistic foundation that they normally say, oh, they will think that I make money. Don't worry, I can donate the money. You can give it to me. I have 20 places to donate the money. You do not have to worry, but at least give it to the people that we have a patent. We have a patent in 3 or 4 countries about cancer. We have a patent in the United States for autism. Well, if you have a kid that is autistic, or you think that is autistic, you can give this without any problems. has basically no contraindications, no side effects, no overdose, then what's the problem that you do not have a doctor that give it to you? This is what I think that we have to focus everything.
And I love what you just said, Dr. Scholcoff. You were talking about minorities within the United States and Canada, and there is statistical proof that they don't get as good of healthcare as other minority or majorities. So it's very important that they have a tool that they can advocate for themselves. They can keep themselves healthy and do those things for themselves. And just like you said, if you're going to join the business side, you're able to make money from it as well. And no, not everybody has to make six figures and they don't have to do it full time, but it is an opportunity, which is incredible. And when we talk about the gift that is Immunocal and the millions of dollars that we've spent in research, sharing is caring. We cannot, and you especially as a physician, you have taken an oath to the health of people, period. Like you have taken that oath, and that's very powerful. And me as a human sitting next to another human should also consider that and think, I want this human to be healthy so that we can live happy, healthy lives. So, with this business opportunity that you have entered into and were able to resign from your positions, what have you found that is most satisfying to you as far as your lifestyle now?
Well, in the matter of the lifestyle is that I never leave going to the gym at 8 o'clock in the morning, Mary. You understand? People do not understand that you forget these kind of things. Yes? Imagine yourself, I used to meet with my chairman at 7 for the meeting at 7:30. At 9 o'clock, we start our clinics. And then in the afternoon, you have at noon a meeting with somebody if you are in the hospital. Then you meet with the chair of nursing, the chair of GYN, and so on. Then imagine yourself being at home and sleeping until the time that you want to sleep, because any platinum level makes more or less what I used to make as the director of maternal child. But you have these residuals. I do not know if the people, I never knew about residuals. I didn't know. I used to use Tupperware, but I didn't know that it was a network marketing. Then what happened, you start realizing that that's a very comfortable life. I do the videos that I like. I post, at age 70, I realized that if I do not get into Facebook, TikTok, and so on, I will not be able to go to everybody, to get to everybody. Then what I did, and it's obviously you are a platinum, you can pay for somebody to do the marketing, but I start learning how to post a video, how to do a live, and so on, because the idea is we will get to everywhere. Means we just opened Switzerland. You understand what I'm saying? Then when I saw the phone, in Switzerland, there's three major languages: German, Austrian, French, and Italian in part. Then imagine yourself talking to the phone, and here it will translate or it will transcribe. Well, now we have the obligation, not, okay, I will make money. I have a retirement from the University of Illinois. I do not, and I'm not a person that spend a lot of money. I think that serving is doing the business. Is doing the business. from Canada, I think that Eva is here. She invited me for a very, very, very good webinar. Then we have to do it more often. Some people will not understand. Well, we will send them things. The company is a different company than before. When Mauricio got it, that's why I do not complain when 2 or 3 days the website do not work very well, because you were not here with the other one. Then now we have so many tools. You have my Immunotech, you have the chat, you have all these videos, you can do the business in Spain. I have a person that I just signed in Ireland, and she saw my webinar, and then people has to use it. People have to, it doesn't matter who gets signed, who get benefit, because we talk with Mauricio about the importance of getting to all these kids that are autistic. Or we forget that we have a product for emphysema. You do not have anything for emphysema. We have a product for cirrhosis, that methotrexate produce cirrhosis. We have 2 patients that probably will be dead if you do not have Immuno-Cal. Then we have to convert ourselves, without being doctors, in healthcare professionals, healthcare people. How do you want to say it? But everybody that is here has to go, not only in your neighborhood, not only in your city, post it in the Facebook, steal the videos from my website, from Dr. Ricardo. Yeah, there is a video from Jimmy Gutman. We did 2 or 3 webinars with Jimmy Gutman. Then do it. Do it. People that are in English will be able to talk in English, and it will be a Spanish translation of on the other side. That's my message.
Dr. Scholcoff, that is so incredibly powerful that you actually have an obligation, not you, all of us here, we have an obligation to talk about this worldwide. Our product is so incredibly powerful that it literally does change lives. It literally does. It helps you heal from the inside out, and it's so incredibly powerful. And it's not just the product, but also the income opportunity, if you choose to accept it, could make a huge change in your life, or even a little change, which could mean a lot. So it's mind-blowing what we can achieve together. And I have to say, on a personal note, since I have joined this company, I have felt nothing but family vibes. We really are a family, and we really do, at the core, care about people, their health, their healing, and everyone else. And I think it speaks volumes to the patents that we have within Immunotech, and the power that our product has. And I love that quote that you just said, serving is doing. Serving is doing. And that is so true. Guys, you can have this product, you can take this product, but if you keep it to yourself, what is that doing? Who is that serving you? It's not serving anyone. So, Dr. Scholcoff, thank you for being with us tonight. What closing remarks do you have?
Well, first of all, how many times in your other companies you play basketball with the owner of the company? Never. How many times you know his wife, his kids, his brother? Then the company has a lot of things that other companies do not have. We have to agree that here you make a lot of friends. Oh, it's true, I lost friends because I used to switch from associate professor of clinical family medicine to sell powders. There are friends that I do not have. They get, my own kids will tell me, Dad, they will steal They will see your name. You will see they are all pyramids. Well, there's this company has something very peculiar. First, has been 28 years without one bad remark. Number two, has no lawsuits. Number three, do not pay the athletes. The athletes use it, but we do not pay neither the América de México, neither the Inter of Miami, neither the soccer team of Canada, and they are all making very good deals. Then, in general, I will say, people, we have the best healthcare product, and perhaps we have to add 2 or 3 more, like the calcium, like the extra sharp, and especially the K21. But the key is, let's spread the word. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Do not stop copying. Today, we have to send this message to everybody.
Absolutely. Dr. Scholcoff, I want to see it in the chat. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight and sharing your passion and knowledge with us. It's absolutely incredible. And I personally can't think of a better way to add validity to this product than knowing that an amazing doctor, physician, professor is here with us tonight, so passionate about this product. So Dr. Scholcoff, thank you again. And I want to plug for our next call next week. His name is Jonathan Garcia, and he has an absolutely incredible story, which is great. So please come back again and see us next week. Same place, same time. Again, Dr. Scholcoff, thank you so much tonight. Absolutely incredible.
You're welcome. When you need it, I will be happy to do whatsoever you need.
Thank you so much. Everyone have a good night. Bye-bye.
You too.